All glories to Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. All glories to Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Gosvāmī Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrta Antya lila, Chapter 4. Sanātana Gosvāmī visits the Lord at Jagannātha Purī. The fourth chapter is summarized by Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his Amrita Pravaha Bhasya as follows. Srila Sanātana Gosvāmī came alone from Mathura to Jagannātha Purī to see Lord Chaitanya. Because of bathing in bad water and not getting enough food every day while traveling on the path through Jharkhand forest, he developed a disease that made his body itch. Suffering greatly from this itching, he resolved that in the presence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he would throw himself under the wheel of Jagannāth's car and this way commit suicide. When Sanātana Gosvāmī came to Jagannātha Purī, he stayed under the care of Haridas Thakur for some time, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very happy to see him. The Lord informed Sanātana Gosvāmī about the death of his younger brother, Anupama, who had great faith in the lotus feet of Lord Ramachandra. One day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to Sanātana Gosvāmī, "Your decision to commit suicide is the result of the mode of ignorance. One can not get love of God simply by committing suicide. You have already dedicated your life and body to my service. Therefore, your body does not belong to you, nor do you have any right to commit suicide. I have to execute many devotional services through your body. I want you to preach the cult of devotional service and go to Vrindavan to excavate the lost holy places." After having thus spoken, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left, and Haridas Thakur and Sanātana Gosvāmī had many talks about this subject. One day, Sanātana Gosvāmī was summoned by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who wanted him to come to Yameshvara Tota. Sanātana Gosvāmī reached the Lord through the path along the beach by the sea. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Sanātana Gosvāmī which way he had come, Sanātana replied, "Many servitors of Lord Jagannath come and go on the path by the Simhadvara gate of Jagannath temple. Therefore I did not go by that path, but instead went by the beach." Sanātana Gosvāmī did not realize that there were burning blisters on his feet because of the heat of the sand. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was pleased to hear about Sanātana Gosvāmī's great respect for the temple of Lord Sri Jagannath. Because his disease produced wet sores on his body, Sanātana Gosvāmī used to avoid embracing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but nevertheless the Lord would embrace him by force. This made Sanātana Gosvāmī very unhappy, and therefore he consulted Jagannātha Pandit about what he should do. Jagadananda advised him to return to Vrindavan after the car festival of Jagannath, but when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard about this instruction, he chastised Jagadananda Pandit and reminded him that Sanātana Gosvāmī was senior to him and also more learned. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu informed Sanātana Gosvāmī that because Sanātana was a pure devotee, the Lord was never inconvenienced by his bodily condition. Because the Lord was a sannyasi, he did not consider one body better than another. The Lord also informed him that he was maintaining Sanātana and the other devotees, just like a father. Therefore, the moisture oozing from Sanātana's itching skin did not affect the Lord at all. After speaking with Sanātana Gosvāmī in this way, the Lord again embraced him, and after this embrace, Sanātana Gosvāmī became free from the disease. The Lord ordered Sanātana Gosvāmī to stay with him for that year. And the next year, after seeing the Ratha Yatra festival, he left Purushottama Kshetra and returned to Vrindavan. After meeting Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Rupa Gosvāmī also returned to Bengal, where he remained for 1 year. Whatever money he owned, he distributed among his relatives, the brahmanas, and the temples. In this way, he completely retired and returned to Vrindavan to meet Sanātana Gosvāmī. After narrating these incidents, Krishnadas Kaviraj Gosvāmī has given a list of the main books of Sanātana Gosvāmī, Srila Rupa Gosvāmī, and Jiva Gosvāmī. Text 1. Vrindavanat Puna Praptam Shibhora Shri Sanātanam Ehapatad Evan Snehat Sudham Chakre Parikshaya. When Sanātana Gosvāmī returned from Vrindavan, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu affectionately saved him from his determination to commit suicide. Then after testing him, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu purified his body. 2. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. All glories to Lord Chaitanya, all glories to Lord Nityananda, all glories to Advaita Chandra, and all glories to all the devotees of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. 3. Lila Chala Hoite Rupa Goreya Videla Mathura Hoite Sanātana Nila Chala Aila. When Srila Rupa Gosvāmī returned from Jagannath Puri to Bengal, Sanātana Gosvāmī went from Mathura to Jagannath Puri to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. 4. Jari Kanda Vanapate Aila Ekela Chaliya Kabu Upavasa Kabu Charvana Kariya. Sanātana Gosvāmī walked alone on the path through the Jharkhand forest in central India. Sometimes he fasted and sometimes he would eat. 5. Jari Kandera Jalera Dose Upasa Hoite Gatre Kandu Haila Rasa Hare Kaju Yaite. Because of the bad water in the Jharkhand forest and because of fasting, Sanātana Gosvāmī contracted a disease that made his body itch. Thus he was afflicting with itching sores from which fluid oozed. 6. Nirveda haila pate karena vichara vichajati deha mora adyanta asara. In disappointment, Sanātana Gosvāmī considered, I am of a low caste and my body is useless for devotional service. 7. Jagannātha gele tandra darshana na paimu prabhura darshana sada karite narimu. When I go to Jagannath Puri, I shall not be able to see Lord Jagannath, nor shall I always be able to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. 8. Mandira nikate suni tamra vasastiti Mandira nikate yoite mora nahi shakti. I have heard that the residential quarters of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are near the temple of Jagannath, but I shall not have the power to go near the temple. 9. Jagannathera sevaka fere karyanu drodhe Tandra sparsha haile mora habe aparadhe. The servants of Lord Jagannath generally move about tending to their duties, but if they touch me, I shall be an offender. 10. Hateyari ei deha balastane diye Duka shanti haya ara sadgati paye. Therefore, if I sacrifice this body in a good place, my unhappiness will be mitigated, and I shall attain an exalted destination. 11. Jagannātha Ratha Yatraya Haibena Bahira Tandra Ratha Chakaya Charimu Ei Sarira. During the Ratha Yatra festival, when Lord Jagannath comes out of the temple, I shall give up this body under the wheel of his car. 12. Mahaprabhura age ara dekhi Jagannatha Rate deha charimu ei parama purushartha. After seeing Lord Jagannath, I shall give up my body under the wheel of the car in the presence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This would be the highest benediction of my life. 13. Eita nishchayakari nila chale aila loke puchi hari dasa stane utarila. Having made this resolution, Sanātana Gosvāmī went to Nilachala, where he asked directions from people and approached the residence of Haridas Thakur. 14. Haridasera kaila tenha charana vandana jani haridasa tanre kaila alingana. He offered his respects to the lotus feet of Haridas Thakur, who knew him and thus embraced him. 15. Mahaprabhu dekite tanra ukanti tamana haridasa kahe prabhu asibena kana. Sanātana Gosvāmī was very eager to see the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore Haridas Thakur said, "The Lord is coming here very soon." 16. Hena kale prabhu upala boga dekhiya haridase milite aila bhakta gana lana. At that very moment, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after visiting the temple of Jagannātha to see the offering of Upala Bhog, morning refreshments, came with his other devotees to see Haridas Thakur. 17. Prabhu dekhi dunhe pare dandavatana Prabhu alingila haridasere uttana. Seeing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, both Haridas Thakur and Sanātana Gosvāmī immediately fell flat like rods to offer obeisances. The Lord then lifted Haridas and embraced him. 18. Haridasa kahe Sanātana kare namaskara Sanātane dekhi Prabhu haila chamatkara. Haridas Thakur said to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, "Here is Sanātana Gosvāmī offering his obeisances." Seeing Sanātana Gosvāmī, the Lord was greatly surprised. 19. Sanātane alingite Prabhu agu haila pache bage Sanātana kahite lagila. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came forward to embrace him, Sanātana backed away and spoke as follows. 20. Rena chuni ha Prabhu haron tomar paya eke nichajati adhama arakandu rasagaya. My Lord, please do not touch me. I fall at your lotus feet. I am the lowest of men, having been born of a low caste. Besides that, I have infections on my body. 21. Alatkare prabhutanre alingana kaila kandukleda mahaprabhura Sri Angela Gila. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, however, embraced Sanātana Gosvāmī by force. Thus the moisture oozing from the itching sores touched the transcendental body of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. 22. Sabha bhakta gane Prabhu nilaila Sanātane Sanātana kaila sabhara charana vandane. The Lord introduced all the devotees to Sanātana Gosvāmī, who offered his respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of them all. 23. Abhula navashila pindhara upare bhaktagana Pindhara tale vashila haridasa Sanātana. The Lord and his devotees sat on a raised platform, and below that sat Haridas Thakur and Sanātana Gosvāmī. 24. Chalavarta Mahaprabhu Puchena Sanātane Henha kahena parama mangala dekinu charane. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired from Sanātana about news of his well-being. Sanātana replied, "Everything is auspicious because I have seen your lotus feet." 25. Aturara Vaishnava Sabhera Kushala Puchila Sabhara Kushala Sanātana Jana Ila. When the Lord asked about all the Vaishnavas at Mathura, Sanātana Gosvāmī informed him of their good health and fortune. Thus ends our reading for today. All glories to Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Om Vishnupada Srila Bhakti Vimalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Sripad Bhakti Vijnan Muni Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Sripad Bhakti Nishkamant Shanta Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Haribo.